Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. Today we're exploring a topic that almost every traveler has faced at some point. Let's talk about jet lag and why our bodies struggle so much with crossing time zones.
That's right, and I'm sure many of us have felt that strange disorientation after a long flight. Your body is telling you it's time to sleep, but the local sun says it's midday. It really throws everything off.
Jet lag happens because our internal biological clock doesn't sync up with the new local time. That clock controls when we feel sleepy or awake, and it's surprisingly rigid. When we travel quickly, that schedule gets completely confused.
So our body has its own schedule that expects darkness and light at certain times. When you fly from Vietnam to Europe, your body still thinks it's night when it's actually morning. That's why you feel so tired at odd hours.
Exactly, and the more time zones you cross, the worse the symptoms get. A 2-hour shift might cause mild fatigue, but an 8-hour difference can leave you completely disoriented. That's why long-haul flights are so tough.
I remember flying from Asia to America and feeling hungry at the wrong times. Jet lag affects not just sleep, but also appetite and energy. It's like your whole system is out of sync.
So what can we do to reduce jet lag? One effective tip is to gradually adjust your sleep schedule a few days before traveling. If you're heading east, try going to bed earlier. If west, later.
Also, staying hydrated during the flight is crucial because dehydration can worsen fatigue. Avoid too much caffeine and alcohol too, as they disrupt your natural sleep cycle. Water is your best friend.
Another powerful tool is sunlight exposure when you arrive. Daylight signals your brain to reset the biological clock to the local time. Just 20 minutes of morning sunlight can make a huge difference.
I tried that on my last trip, and it really helped. Instead of napping as soon as I arrived, I took a walk outside. That forced my body to stay awake until a reasonable bedtime.
Have you ever missed something important because of jet lag? I once overslept a job interview after a long flight, and it was really embarrassing. Planning ahead can prevent those moments.
Luckily not, but I've joined meetings at 3 a.m. because my body, it was afternoon. That's why many international students struggle with online classes. It's tough when your schedule doesn't match.
Let's quickly review some key vocabulary from today's episode. First, jet lag is the fatigue you feel after crossing multiple time zones. Then there's the body clock, your internal schedule for sleep and wakefulness.
We also talked about time zones, which are regions with the same standard time. And fatigue means extreme tiredness that goes beyond normal sleepiness. These terms help describe what happens to travelers.
Another important word is schedule, a plan of activity set for certain times. Your body has its own schedule too, and when you travel, you need to adapt. That is what makes jet lag happen.
Now we have a question for our listeners. What is the worst jet lag experience you've ever had? We'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. It's always interesting to learn from each other's travels.
Thank you for joining us today on Learning English with Podcast. We hope these tips help you on your next adventure. Remember to hydrate, seek sunlight, and adjust your schedule gradually.
See you next time. And don't forget that your body clock is powerful, but you can train it with a little planning. Safe travels, everyone.
Before we go, let's double-check one tip. Avoiding heavy meals during the flight can also help. Your digestion works on a schedule too, and eating at the wrong time can add confusion.
That is an excellent point. Smaller, lighter meals are easier on your system. And if possible, try to sleep during the flight according to your destination's bedtime. That helps you start adjusting early.
Some people also use melatonin supplements to reset their body clock, but you should consult a doctor first. Not everyone responds the same way. Natural methods like light exposure are usually safer first steps.
That's very responsible advice. The most important thing is to be patient with yourself. It usually takes about 1 day per time zone crossed to fully adjust. So give your body time.
Right, so if you cross 6 zones, expect about 6 days of adjustment. That's why planning your itinerary with buffer days is smart. Don't schedule important meetings right after arrival.
We also want to mention that jet lag can affect your mood. You might feel irritable or unmotivated. That's normal, so don't be too hard on yourself. Just go with the flow and rest when you need to.
To wrap up, we want to hear if you have any special tricks to beat jet lag. Some people swear by exercise, others by meditation. Share what works for you in the comments.
And if you have any questions about traveling or learning English, let us know. We love helping our listeners improve their language skills while exploring the world. See you next episode.
Thank you all again. Keep your body clock happy and your travels will be much smoother. I'm signing off now. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone. Remember to subscribe for more episodes about travel, culture, and English tips. We'll be back soon with another fascinating topic. Take care.